You're a famous CMO over here in the UK. Can I just ask you, do you think, some of the key issues that chief marketing officers are really facing at this time?
At the moment, I think with a combination of like the economic environment, the political instability, the ongoing kind of competitive challenge, I think there is a definite there's a dichotomy between short term and long term. So what's bringing in revenue today, what's helping a business sustain its like health in kind of today's work, like, you know, today and tomorrow and next week, versus how do you build long-term meaningful relationships with people that will mean that they'll come back to you and they'll forgive you if you make a mistake. And I think that's at the heart of the CMO, or for the marketing, a marketing issue in business. And I don't think it's industry specific. I think everyone's like kind of battling with that. And I think the knock-on effect of that is about loyalty. And if I look at the mobile industry in the UK, which is a kind of a contained example, I guess, or experiment, there's like kind of 4 mobile operators. They've got to the stage where they were being so competitive with each other, and they were competing so hard to get effectively a finite group of people in the UK. Right, there's 65 million of us. The transient population isn't massive. And so they ended up outpricing each other on trying to win customers back, and the switching costs were so low to the consumer that the loyalty costs, or trying to build some sort of loyalty, became the driver. It wasn't really just about the operator service anymore. It was about all the other things we can do on top to make people feel really wedded and not want to switch. And you've got that on the internet as well now. It's created this like population of people who, they can, if they don't get a service that they want for the price that they want in one place, then they can go to another place very easily and very quickly. And in that environment, there's got to be something more to it than just the product or the service you're creating. And I think some people are putting emphasis on brand, but I'm wondering whether, personally, I'm going through a debate at the moment about whether it's brand that's doing that, or whether it's actually those individual experiences that you get every time. Because when I have like kind of a pub conversation test, or a family like kind of conversation test, is what is it that someone's so passionate about, or what happened when they tell you, you never guess what happened to me today because, and it's an interaction with a company or something. And
because it gets word of mouth, it gets
that's the thing, and I think the more that I'm listening at the moment, the more I'm hearing people having these just individual experiences, or these stories where, you know, somebody there was I can't remember what brand it was regarding. I think that testaments to my example, I guess. But it was about a person that had a very poor experience and was really let down by a car brand. And another car brand saw that, spotted that on on the comments on their the opposite car brand's blog, a beeline for that person and said, hey, we're going to give you XYZ car, it must have been competitive something, for a month trial, just to see if you like this one better. And then this guy was like kind of wax lyrical about how amazing, you know, he'd have never considered buying that kind of brand, that car before, but because they went out of their way to give him a good experience because he'd had a bad one, and the company that he gave an opportunity to turn him around didn't take it, he then like was this like advocate and this evangelist for this opposite brand, and I was like, oh, that's really interesting, because the story people tell is that story, but it's about that one experience and about how he was contacted and how another company saw that as an opportunity, whereas the other one was like probably going, how can I get this comment off my blog because I don't want other people to see it, and so I don't, I think that's a challenge now for a marketeer, is how do you create those experiences that are genuine and authentic, and that people go, oh, that's what it means when I purchase from this company or that one.